Actually, still got sort of looking forward to the 2.0 server just to see what the
Wait, Coil about the new changes for PD, business, and weapon crafting in 2.0 and 4.0.
The vibes like, you know what I mean? See how people react to it. Because I know everyone memes like, oh yeah, no, RP's not gonna get fixed, but I honestly feel like every single server I go on, it doesn't matter if it's public or not, on wipe it's always the best for like a month.
Billy, straight down center. I think there's a small guy
because you know there's so much you can do. The people sort of enjoy it more and actually roleplay a bit. Some good RPB for all the BFFs regroup. I mean, I don't think regrouping is an issue. The one thing we're doing to counter that sort of boringness on police is you can't join the police except for a few people that are like organizing it, unless you make a new character, essentially.
Okay.
That's our goal with it.
Bro, you got a speakerphone on the phone? I want that back too.
And I think naturally, obviously you gotta have some of the same criminals, but I think in a new world, as long as not everybody role plays the same person, it's not that bad. I know everyone says everyone will cry about and shit, but the reality is, if you go in there with the viewpoint of, yeah, I'm probably gonna be friends with the same people, but my connections are different. You know,
not going to jail.
all the illegal side is completely different. Like how you got to get guns, how you got to get trucks. You know, as long as you treat that like a refresh, I don't think it's bad. Yeah, me, Kiwo, and Buddha. I mean, Kiwo's probably got to do most of the work. Let's be honest. Kiwo's a fucking workhorse when it comes to that shit. So.
But what is these fucking effects? What is this shit? When do you get this stuff?
But yeah, you have to make new connections and shit in a new world naturally. So, and with how I've set up the shit, so I can go show you some of it. It's very basic with like how we've set up a few of the newer elements that, like, you know, will cater for 200 slot servers or whatever. But
bro,
so for instance,
imagine NoPixel, bro. Chat. Imagine NoPixel with 2,000 players. 1,000 players, like some other servers, some other big servers. Oh my god, that shit would be fucking crazy.
Now,
I ain't gonna lie.
Where you can go in and order food and people can work out the back and get paid for working there and shit. But it's public, so you don't have to get. It's basically a rep system. So the more you work there, you can eventually become the manager sort of thing, and then like kick people off duty and shit if they're fucking annoying you and stuff. So. Obviously, the potential for RP there is going to be pretty interesting. But I also made it so, you know how in 2.0, you had like quick fix and shit like that? So you would have to own the shop and fill up the shop with materials. It's no longer like that. Basically, at any Benny's that you can repair at, if you have the materials on you, you can repair somebody else's car. So it pretty much makes it so, you know, if you can go in there and pretend to run the mechanic shop, basically.
Wait, wasn't that the same thing as the start of 3.0? It wasn't the same thing as the start of 3.0, right? When they did that, everybody used to rob the fucking. We used to go in the public server and used to rob people's the mechanics fucking materials,
and make money that way. Because if you go in there, right, and it's like $500 to repair your vehicle, or a guy can be in there with one bit of plastic and one bit of glass, and he can repair your vehicle for like $20. He gets the profit. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of openness to how, you know, people can make money civilian side as well. Same with PDM. It's also open for anybody to work in there. You just walk in there, start the job, and you go on, sort of thing. If people aren't around, the burger shop just runs itself. So you walk in there, you press E, order your food, and then it just comes in your inventory a little bit after. So it all functions without people. But you can't repair your car if you don't have the materials. So no matter what, you're gonna have to get materials to fix degradation. But you know, there's got to be money in that, so people are gonna do it. Either way.
I fuck with that.
Will there be owners of business?
Run their ass off in the first 2 weeks? Oh,
No,
definitely.
everything's done based on.
I don't think it's gonna last that long though. Do you think 2 weeks? It'll last a little bit. I don't think it's gonna last that long though. 2.0, I don't think it's gonna last that long.
How you work there and what you put in. Same with even like gun crafting and shit. You can craft weapons, lock picks, everything like that in gang areas, but it's done on reputation. So the more you craft, the more you unlock. But if you go to jail, you lose 10% of your level. So you can't really fuck around to be a crafter at the same time. You know what I mean? So it's another avenue where it pays off to not be caught doing that. But if you're like robbing banks, you're not going to be very good at crafting because you're going to end up going to jail, you know, and losing 10% of that shit. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of systems that are open, but you know, obviously I'm testing shit like this for 4.0 and seeing how bad or good it can get. But I do like the idea of much more open systems for
Reaching from cars. Oh, I have no idea.
4.0 with more, you know,
I'm also not seeing any
openness, which creates RP rather than one-dimensional, you know, whitelist systems essentially. We'll see though. You know, at the end of the day, you know, 4.0 is a while away, so.
Oh, you're talking about 4.0. Okay, well.
We've got time to test shit out and.
Is our GG Vinny? His RP is gonna be boring at 4.0. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, shit might be, but he can't do no crime. He can't go to jail. If he goes to jail, he's gonna lose his rep. Oh yeah, it's GG's for him. It's GG's.